Well, we already had some speakers talking about industrial things, so now I'm like from the creative industry, you can say. I'm talking about Muralismo Morte. What is Muralismo Morte? It's a title that I invented or found for painting in abandoned buildings. Abandoned buildings all over Europe mainly, and the word Muralismo consists of the Spanish word Muralismo and of the Italian one Morte. I'm painting for 5-6 years in abandoned buildings, really extremely, really strong, as you see me behind. I painted mainly because during my studies at the Art Academy, and I had a lot of friends all over Europe painting with me together. So I made exhibition projects in abandoned buildings, like you see this one, because during my studies at the Art Academy, you always had to make some exhibition projects. And because for me it was more natural to make exhibition projects in abandoned buildings than in an official spaces, I made this one that was called Abandoned Sessions. It was a series of 3-4 exhibition projects in Dresden. In 2009, I was asked by an official institution to make an exhibition project, and this was the first one, which was called Muralismo Morte. Here's the catalog of this show. And for this show, I invited artists from mainly Italy and also from Denmark and Germany. The show was like a collaborative project. And as you see, this one is the second part of this project. It's not only about collaboration, it's also about painting in abandoned buildings. So we had this official part and this illegal part. Because this wall, what you see behind, was the Muralismo Morte Museum Dresden, which was located in the governmental area of Dresden, which is actually completely done illegal, but supported with the official funding. And as part of these projects, I always made some tours in the city, and I always want to offer some lecture, you can say. And this lecture, this catalog, was produced for this show, and it was ordered by an Don from Here to Fame, a publisher. And because of that, I was invited to make a book with the same name, Muralismo Morte. Behind you see the content, and it's legal walls, abandoned spaces, collaborations, illegal adventures, and digitalized paintings. I want to show you now what all these different parts means. Well, there were already some wall painting books existing, like Mural Art, which is a series that was published by Publicat. And you already know maybe these kind of big official murals. But what most people don't know are the paintings in abandoned buildings. And that's why this book is mainly focused also on this part, which mainly shows these kind of works. These are kind of ephemeral paintings. Like the picture, the photo, is the last thing that maybe exists of the work at all. So my focus, Muralismo Morte, was really on this kind of stuff. And this is a work of 2501 from Milan in Sao Paulo. And as you see, there are different styles. Like the first before was more comic style, and this one is much more graphic. You can say somehow this style, which is from the Netherlands. And this guy actually is from Lucca, and his name is Moneyless, which also shows somehow the way of the artist. Like they don't have monies, they don't have connections to big institutions, but they want to paint, so they go to abandoned buildings. Another different style you see here by Imza, by an artist from Reims. He's a French guy, and he's painting much more like he's sketching with a spray can on the wall. So we have these kind of different styles in this way, and there are a lot of different artists and different sizes too. I mean, we had before these more like 2-meter level things, and now you see much more a bigger one. As you see on the left, there is the artist standing next to his wall. And he's painting this one just with extensions. Like, there's not really a ceiling or a big ladder existing. He's just painting the whole stuff with extensions and with the rollers. While another artist is Roa, he was also for the project Lac en Braak. That's also the way how I get connected to this one, which was organized this year at KUS in Helle. Everybody here is maybe not thinking so positive about this city. I know about these problems between both. And there was, for example, Roa from Helle, who made a really nice wall in collaboration with Resto. Another part in this book are the collaborations, like I said before. And this is, for example, a collaboration by Other from Canada and 1010 from Hamburg. And if you imagine where this painting is done, it's in Görlitz. Nobody knows here, I think, where is Görlitz. Görlitz is on the Polish border in Germany. And this is something also really interesting. Like these painters meet together at some abandoned places somewhere all over the world. And it can be in Görlitz or it can be in Berlin. And this one is, for example, in Leipzig. It's in... it was part of a project that was called Zwischengrün. And I invited Italian artists for this project too. Like this is another interactive art of collaborating that I made together with Stefan Schwarzer from Leipzig. He's also an artist from that town. And this is developed in a way where we paint over each other. It's not like he is painting his sketch and I'm painting my sketch. Well, illegal wall painting is also an important part. Like most of the people don't really like the illegal paintings outside, but I really love them because they are much more clear and simple. This painting is just called Another Wall is Possible. As you see, there's a clear message that even the walls want to be painted by themselves. And like illegal painting doesn't mean you paint always in the night. It can also mean that you're painting during the day, like this one. This is painted in Greece, and it's directly located next to the motorway, which is going to Athens, and also to a train line which is going to Athens. So illegal painting on walls doesn't mean always like making some really vandalism style. Well, because I think the wall painting is not just about painting directly on the wall, it's also about making something with the wall. I also put some parts of projections into this book. And this is, for example, a projection by some guys from Austria. Well, thank you for your patience, and this is the Muralismo Morte blogspot advertisement. If you want to see more, because after I have finished this book, I found out that there are much more artists painting in abandoned buildings, you can check out this blog. Thank you.